Welcome everyone. Hello. I'm standing in the dark, but here I am, right here. Should I put a lamp there? That's much better if I hold a lantern. And you can see, look at this. Look at what's happening here. Things are getting built. See that enchanter table sitting there? Ooh, floating in the air. I'm going to change my view right now. Welcome everybody. I am Monster to Mermaid. This is Minecraft, and my story is that I am an ambassador from a mermaid nation of Tana, and what we do is we shepherd city-states for land people. So we make it that it's peaceful, and we make it that they don't have to struggle as much, and that is what we like to do. So we're looking at a retreat location. When this is finished, it's going to be a retreat, and in my head it's going to kind of be like Disneyland or something, and I mean the original Disneyland where you could walk around and it seemed like you were, like in the Caribbean or in the Wild Wild West or that kind of thing. That's the kind of thing that we're doing here. Oi, Mr. Villager. Tudo bem, e você? How are you? And so it's going to be where the things that Druids love are going to be available on the surface, and the places where that help run this place, the places where look at the size of that new moon. Wow. All of those places are going to be under the meadow, and so that is what we are looking at right now. So I'm going to head back over to the city. I have a tendency to want to come into this location right here beyond the border, and I really hope that we end up going in that way, but we're not there now. Here we are. And this is nighttime, and I am going to go to sleep because you can't see anything. And I'm going to try and keep on track of the fact that you can't see anything in this forest. It is an old growth forest with that kind of darkness. And so we're going to go to sleep. It's only, that was only 8 o'clock at night. So we must have needed a good long rest for absolute. So here we are. And I've got my backpack rolled up. This is Charlie's Druid station. This is the farthest end right now of Pitti, Arnaaluk. And Charlie has this station. I was wondering if Penelope wanted it, but I think Penelope was just helping Charlie get acclimated. And Charlie's in, yay, to the bam. And Charlie is now in armor. So she was waiting for some armor to be made for her, and it has been. Now we're going to come down here. I'm going to have a lantern in my hand. This is where the university, luckily, is not heavy at this time. The university is being held up right now by these right here, this tree here, and this tree over here. This tree here is holding it up too. So there are 3 trees holding it up and these 2 pillars on this end. There aren't any pillars on this end that are holding it up, because this is where we are building a brand new mystic site. And I'm going to put on my glasses so that you can see why we're putting it here. So we wanted to put under the university a meeting place for people. And this is it right here. So this is going to be the meeting place that we're going to have for everyone. And it should be really quite lovely. It's around this keg, and at level 5, this keg is full of a honey drink. What did the hobbits drink? What did the hobbits drink? What was their, did they have a butterbeer too? Oh, I thought Vincentius was there, but he's not. Hope I have rested. Yeah, a little. The hobbits, what did they drink? What beer did they drink?
I don't remember.
So they've made it sort of like a honey beer, it looks like, when you see it, or a butter beer.
That would be Harry Potter.
That would be Harry Potter, and that's kind of the way it looks. But when the time is done, when this is complete, then we'll find out what exactly that is. Now I'm thinking of taking these away, just for now, because they just look strange being here. So we'll just take them away. They can build them back later. I can't take this away. I need to know that that tree is there, because that tree is this tree, this little part of this tree here. There's a tree here, but I don't know, do I need that tree? We'll find out, and that's why I'm not taking the tree away yet. I know that I'm not going to need these, because these trees are actually holding this building up. These trees are going to hold this building up. So I'm going to be pretty happy about that. So we have a tree here and here. We have a tree here, and the suspension is going to be like a suspension bridge. That's what it's going to be like. And outside of this, see how this part is outside? We can put those trees back later, but we'll see what happens at the levels, at the different levels. And then what trees are we going to use? We're probably going to use the birch, because this is a birch forest, and just go ahead and put them in. Now I can't put this down because he'll just keep taking it away. And this tree we reconnected here to a tree, a portion of itself on the bottom. And these trees are ancient, and that's how I'm treating them. Like, they're ancient trees. They have a huge amount of strength, and this is going to be good for everybody that they are here. Now if I wanted, I could punch through. Let's punch through these two right here and just have these here. Eventually, of course, we would have to do something else here, but for right now, we're going to put the birch back where it belongs, right there. And Charlie is in the classroom, sitting at the desk, having a little bit of a nap, and Ezra is here. Ezra is now being tutored by one of our farmers, and that is Parnell. I haven't had a Parnell in a long time. I don't think I had a Parnell, unless I had a Parnell in Rosa Oru. I haven't had a Parnell in ages, that name. So that's kind of really cool. As opposed to Shani, I have that name. We should have that name in some other areas, some other city-states in 19 and 20 and 18. We should have that name. So we discovered, Mr. Villager, that Leandro's brother, not brother, cousin came in, and the cousin is Cade, and Cade is a very good builder. He's asking for something right now. Let me see what's wrong with him.
So what will it be for you?
Need cobble slab. So I'm going to go to the warehouse and make him some cobble slab. Oh, unless she just brought it to him. Let me see what she brought him. Let's look here. He needs 8. She brought him something, but it wasn't cobble slab. The composter, we might have to make. Oak fence, we might have to make. And the oak plank panel, we don't have a sawmill here, so I'm absolutely going to have to make these pieces in order for Cade to be done with our beautiful mystic site level 1. That's what's going on right here. On this site, we have another site over here, and this is it. This is going to be our enchanter right here. And our enchanting site, we're going to have a road piece that comes off in this direction, and we're going to make it catty corner, because see over there, this is leaning towards this area. So we're going to make the road catty corner right here for it. And then this goes up to Charlie right here and comes down to the mystic site. The mystic site is right here from this is the farmer's market right here, and I'm trying to think what I'm going to put in the farmer's market. What's the matter with you?
I'm waiting for something.
No. What are you waiting for? Oh, you want some more tomatoes. Yeah, nah. So he got a start of tomatoes, and so he's just waiting for them to grow in. This is the farmer's market here, and I know I'm going to have a flower shop. I know I'm going to have a dye shop, probably. I'm wondering if I should have the cookery, one of the cookeries be here. I would love to have a small enchanter be a part of here, so that the main enchanter building is up there, but have a second enchanter in this area. This is produce right here. This farm, when it's done, it's going to look like a produce stand, and that is going to be perfect. And then, of course, the well. So we have room for a couple other pieces, and it's just going to be interesting to see how we get those pieces in here. It is. So Romina is going home. People are going home. Yes, she is living in the tavern still. We have a couple people living in the tavern still. Romina, Cade, and Simeon. And all three of them are in a particular part of town where we don't have any houses. We built the houses for the university. You know this market? Absolutely. This is the oldest piece, one of the oldest decoration pieces in Minecolonies, the original medieval market, which is a part of original Minecolonies style, the original style. And so this market is the one that we chose. We added this farm right here onto the market. A long time ago, used to publish little tutorial books. Mojang did? Interesting. That's curious. Tutorials. How fascinating. And so that's what we're looking at. We still need some people. We need a courier. And let me put up the skills for a minute. because we absolutely need a courier. And the courier is agility, adaptability. So that's one of the things that we're looking for. And everyone's in bed. But notice that. See that right there? That's when I noticed it. Wait, Leandro and Kate have the same last name. They're family. And so this is the second or third time that we have family. So we know we have two of Tiago's relatives living here, Simeon, the farmer, and Riley, who's the nurse. She is not a doctor. She's actually a nurse. And we'll check and see if she is going to end up being a doctor. It's one of those things where a lot of nurses, what a nostalgic moment. It was the one about medieval builds. It even had mechanisms for gates. Wow, that's fascinating. I don't think I knew that at that particular time. That is most interesting. So Riley is here. Her mana's up, her knowledge. So the only way for her to increase knowledge would probably be to go to study at the university, would increase knowledge for a while, but we would need a real doctor to take her place. She's just using her abilities as a druid, see her focus and her mana, to act as a nurse while everyone is, while we don't have an official doctor. So we are family. I've got all my sisters in me. Okay, and so I have glasses on, which is why I can see these things. What it actually looks like without the glasses on is a very dark place. So I need to have the lantern in my hand. Oh, it's not so dark. Oh, I did. Yeah, I put some lanterns here so it wouldn't be so dark. So what's on the agenda today? We're going to go and have kids at Arnaaluk. Arnaaluk is going to have children today, and we're going to do that. I think after I make sure that Brittany has something to do, I think that's where we're going to head out. Brittany just finished this farm right here. Leandro started working on it, but we wanted Leandro to work on something else. We wanted him to work on the mystical site. So Brittany finished this Hive level 1 farm, and guess what? In the meadow, yahoo, we can plant tomatoes, we can plant corn, we can plant peppers. So we're starting with tomatoes. We'll plant peppers next and corn. But look what we can plant. So when you pick the seed that you pick, if it's not here, you can't grow it. So notice there's no cabbage here. There's no chickpeas. There's no soybeans. None of those. It's just, there isn't. And then when you look at it, it has to have this blue on it that says easier to find with a quality hoe. If it doesn't say that, it's not Minecolonies. So there's rice. It's not our rice. The mint is ours. The corn is ours. This onion and the potatoes, of course, are Minecraft, and you can grow Minecraft stuff. And this tomato right here, we want to grow peppers, tomatoes, and corn, because we do use those. That's 3 other farms. And if we get 3 other level 1 farms, we can then research a composter, and that's what we need to do. So we're going to put in 2 more farms, and I'm just trying to figure out how to do it. Hive is fascinating. We actually put right here, it's nighttime and Brittany is not going to be able to build this, but I'm going to, oh, she can't build it anyway, so we can't see it. We put a composter there, and it matches up to this door around on this side right here. We actually need, we need another farm here, and we probably could put a farmer here and then have another farm go off from that farmer. So that's kind of what I want to do right now. This is the weirdest thing to try and do, but I'm going to try and do it. Let's set another farm. So we're going to Hive, and this is Hive. We're going to Agriculture, Horticulture, Farm. So now the way Hive does it, so you know how Aquatica does it? They have that particular doorway and it has a matching piece. Hive has that too. This is the doorway that has the matching piece. And so over here, there's a doorway here with a matching piece. I want to see if I can match the doorway here, because that will put, so see, I'm not matching a door. So let me bring this in. I'm still not matching a door. Let's turn this all the way around and see if we can match a door from this side. So there's a door piece there. Doesn't it seem like that's sideways? It does. Let's bring it over. Yeah, look at that. It was sideways. So here's a door right here. So if we use the pickaxe for a second, this is all stone, and if we back this part out right here, see the matching pieces right there? That's what we're looking for, those matching pieces. Well, let's go up and see how far outside of the meadow this is, because we really don't want to be out of the meadow. So we'll come out here and look, and there it is sitting right there. Okay, so this is too far. We don't have enough room there to put it there like that. So we would need to figure out a different way to put it. Let's come up here for a second, and let's raise this up the whole way for a minute, and then let's bring it over here. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere, does it? Which way is it going? Is it going? Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, this is just the farm. Wait, why is... No, this is a field. No, it's saying... Wait, just the farm is sticking out there? That's a shame, because this is tiny. See what this is? Let's do this right here for a second. Level 5. This is a farm. And see how tiny it is? And it's not fitting in that spot that I wanted it to fit into. You see this right here? See the border? So we're going to have a problem with those. Practically the whole building was sticking out when we had it here. And I need to figure something out about putting this in, but this is actually what I want to do so that she can start working on it, and that's what I'm looking at right here. We might not be able to put this here. I'm going to take this away. I think I'm going to actually have to put have to put the farm here from this door right here And let's do that. So let's come here. And let's come to here. Let's come here and let's go to horticulture and the farm. And let's X again. Come to here and go to horticulture and go to the farm. There it is. And let's find the doorway. So I'm going to have to pull out so I can find these doors. There's one right there. And I want the hut block to be facing this way. And see, you can see it fitting right into that puzzle piece right there. So it fits there. That's true, it does. It comes out here, but look how far out it is. I'd rather that this was here, like this, because then what we could do is take a corner piece of this, turn this into this part of the mountain right here. See where we are under here? And have another farm be in this area. So I think that's what we're going to do. So this is sitting here like this. The problem with this is that when this is level 5, that's a solid door right there. So no matter what I do, I have a solid door right here where I have 2 doorways. And I don't have anything that I can do there unless I use one of Hive's pieces to put here, because I can either match this to here. See, I can match it to here, right here like this, and that would make, hold on, let me take this away for a second so I can see it. That would make this and this go straight across, but there would be nothing that could be done here. Nothing can be put here. I don't want that. So I think what's going to happen is that I'm going to have to use one of Hive's pieces here. So let's switch, let's go to the build tool. Let's switch and let me do hold on for a second. Yeah, let me do this for a second. I'm changing Drone Hand's music for just a moment. Let me come here, let's go to infrastructure, let's go to utility cells. This is an empty cell and this is a stair cell. So the stair cell looks like this. See this stair cell here? This is all fine and good, but it's like Arcology, except only bigger. And I don't want them to be that big. Utility cell, utility and empty cell, this is what we need. So this is what we need right here. We need this piece, shoot. Let me look at a 5 and see what a 5 looks like. And it still doesn't have what we need. So this isn't it. I need something, except this at least doesn't have a hut block or something. There's that piece. And it does have a hut block right where I need another door. So I can't use this. Let's look at infrastructure, roads. And roads are just, there's a curved road in Hive. And you can see, so there's a place for directions and things like that. Let's look at the other infrastructure roads. Road intersectional. But it's a monster. Look how big it is. This is an intersectional. It's huge. So we can't use Hive's pieces. They're too big. So let's go back to the tool. Let's go to Arcology. And let's look. And let's go to infrastructure. Look at this, Mr. Villager. This is Arcology. Arcology has some new pieces. Look at this. These were not there before. Arcology has been brought, whoa. Wow. Arcology has been expanded. Oh my gosh. Well, what do you know? Look at this. So this is one of the smaller ones here. This is what I'm looking for, one of these pieces. I need this piece to come over and fit into where that is. And so let me come here and see if I can get this piece. It might not be big enough and we might have to do something else, but Arcology is being worked on. Whoa. Whoa. This is cool. Pathways. So let's take a wood one, and we want a although let me look for a second and see if a wooden walkway, did it change? I don't think it did. Hold on a minute. Pathways, wood, a walkway is one of those. And I need a full piece. Pathway. And I don't think there is a full pathway from this. That's a walkway. A pathway. Ah, there it is. See, it doesn't have anything in it. And I want it to be made out of wood. It's a decoration piece. So I don't want it to whoop, whoop, whoop. Down, 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 down. So what we would be doing is adding this piece right here to have come out right here. So if this is coming out here, we would need this piece to go back. So let me see what happens with the new piece that they have. So in infrastructure, they have walls, wooden. Nope. I don't know what those are. Hold on. Pathways, templates. A wooden frame. It's saying this is a wooden frame. So this is the same. You would just have to that was close. That was close. I almost sneezed in your ear. Let's have this be here. Let's bring this forward and see if it's in the right place. I know I stepped in the water. And see, it's not. So this would have to be here. So there's this right here like this. Let's bring this back beyond that. And now for it's in the right place that way. And now we just have to bring it to match this way. So that is it coming to there. So now it's in the right place for both buildings, for this building and for that building, and we'll just have to connect it. So we're going to start with building this. Constructed. And there we are. And let's X out. And let's get us a bunch of stuff that we need. We could make this window area here on this side. We're not gonna, because this is enclosed right here. So we can just have this be the hall. This is made out of oak wood and you can't see. Let me put this here and here while we're working in this area. And so, nope, we're gonna put this part in here like this, and then we'll come around. Now here, we'll put in this in keeping with the way they have their things done, and then we'll put these two right here like that. Now we could do, because they have them, we could just go ahead and put these in here. That would allow us to do some stuff in these areas. What is this going to be? I don't know yet. It's inside the mountain. How thick is it? Oh, that's interesting. Look where it is. So there's that piece. Do I want to take this part of the mountain off? We could. Let's take this part of the mountain off right here. This entire part of the hill. Let's put that in there. And now I can do pickaxe. And we have this here. Now this is on top of this area here. Let's fill this in underneath. So it's actually resting on this part of the hill right here. And we'll make it stone. And it's resting on, and there we have it. And now we've got two pieces together right here. So this part is matching here. We can put window into this area and this area and this area. So all of this is going to have window in it. These parts right here, the window's coming up to there. So let me put something on top here. Yeah, the window should be right here like that, because we have to close this as well, right in this part right here. So we're using a lot of spruce, and we'll have to take this amount of spruce out of Arnaaluk. We'll just have to take this amount out. So we have this is where the windows are going to be, and we have this part. This right now is going to where we're going to put the other farm, and where we're going to put join this farm together in this part here. Let's put this away. Let's bring down a shovel. We can see here. So let's take away this. We can put a light in case we need it for right now. Let's put a light right here so I can see what I'm doing. And let's get the axe as well. So I don't need this right at the moment. I do need all of these. So let's take that down. And now let's dig through this part and take this way. Right in here, and there we can see inside, and that's what we want, that inside right there. Luckily, most of this is just moss blocks and dirt, so this part is good. And now we have it coming all the way up to here, so we're taking this way, on the sides. And now we need the pickaxe so that we can take away this part right here. So this is going to have the wood on it, obviously. And we'll bring it to there. So the farm has this, and now we're about to do this section here. So this part is, the floor is going to be this. Now we can make the floor match. Take that away. In these areas right here, for instance, where this is right here, so it comes to there on these, and we so far are doing it like that. So where this is, we'll have this piece, because in actuality right here we're going to have this, and we're going to bring, see where that is coming all the way over here on this part. So that's as far in as we need to get, all the way to here. And the ceilings of these are made out of oak as well, except that's oak slab. Underground we're going to make it full oak, so I don't want that right this second. Don't need dirt. I need these two right here. So let's put in the wall right here. And this is the part that we're going to have as the wall. And this comes all the way up to this. Ah, I see what we're doing. So we do need this, because this is going to be here in this section. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's that. So we have that piece there. This isn't going to be here, that means, because that means that this whole thing is going to be spruce. So let's put in the spruce bottom, up the wall, across the top, and right here, that part there, which is that part, and then across this way, which is this, and there's nothing here. So we're also going to have this be wood. This leaves a bunch of things that can go, because see where this is right here? We've got this opening here, and we've got this right here. So let me see what would happen if we try and put the farm in this section here, where this part is. This might end up being floor here. Why don't we have it be floor for right now until we see what we're doing? So 1, 2, 3. This is a 3 opening. This is a 3 opening. This is not. So if we were, so we'll have to see what we're talking about here. Let's make that go away. We have one there. And look at this. Isn't this cool looking? This is Hive. How is Vincentius? No, he is not, for a change. He
7 days version.
He's doing the new 7 days. He is in the brand new 7 days. And it's one of the things that I understand. A couple of games. Oh, look, the first tomatoes. Oh my gosh, look at them. Let me see, how close are they to being ready? Let me see. I can't tell for sure. If I'm afraid to touch them for fear that I'm going to pick them. So I can't do anything, but look, they're beautiful. And yeah, I think I'm going to take a picture of the first tomatoes in this area, which is so cool. We've got tomatoes in a hive area. So let's do that picture. That's excellent. All right, so we've got this part here, and we just walked it. And that works. And let's come over to here, and let's do this. Let's bring back our area here. We can hold on to those for right now. Let's put this on. Let's put, I don't need that. And let's see about a farm. Let's see a man about a farm. Let's come to here. Let's skip. Let's go to Hive. And let us put this down. Let's go to horticulture of the fields, the full field right here. So let's push this out until I've got an end of a building. I've got an end of a building here, and these buildings kind of go like this. So we'll bring this up until we see some sort of floor. There it is. So see that right there? That's one of them. That's one of the ends. And that means that the other end is right there. So we're going to match this end. See that end right there? And we're going to match this because this is a 3, and I want it to be right at this point right here. So let's look at it for a second, and that's a match for this. So where is this? Is this the 3 right here? It's looking like the other door is right here. Let's do level 5. And sure enough, see, that's going to put this here like this. We have a door that's going to be right here. This is where the door is going to be ultimately. And we can widen these if we want. This is like a beehive. Quite sounding good. Tell him you wish him good weekend. I will. The hive does have a nice field design. It really does. It's very pretty. And that's the level 1. And I didn't move anything, so that means that the other part of this field is right here. The entrance for it is there. And let's go back to level 1 so that we can see these stone pieces right here. So we wouldn't have this part right here. This is a part of this building, but we need not to have this part right here. So we're going to bring this part up. We're just going to have this be here like this in this section here, because we're going to have a doorway right here, and this isn't going to be here either. So this part of the doorway wouldn't be here as well. When the time comes, they will more than likely put all this back in this section here. But right now, I want that so that I can see where this is. So let's take this section away right here and put this in. Now I understand that I'm going to have stuff showing out there, but I don't have anything here. See, there's nothing here that it's in conflict with. And it's down low enough in this area to fit in here. And this would be a second farm field right here. So I have to go in and find it. So where this door is would come down right here. And I think that one wouldn't be there because this would actually be here. That slab would be there. And then we could have something here. So I'm going to put this in so that I can see it. And I'm looking for the hut block. I have to find the hut block in order to build this. And so there we can see it. And we've got this whole area. This is actually going to be closed in right here. So let's close this part in because we know it definitely is going to be closed in here. And then let's look over here and see if we can find the hut block. Hut block's probably way over because the actual door is over here. So let me put down something right here so that we can see. So see how these are here, right here like this. Let's get the pickaxe. Let's come through. And this should be the hut block right here. So see how, right there. That's the hut block right there. And so we are going to have Brittany build this. This is going to be interesting. So let's come to here. And this is a level 1. And we're going to have Brittany assign a builder. Brittany build the building. So this time Brittany is going to dig this out. Leandro dug out this one, but Brittany is going to dig out this one right here. And so we'll wait until it's completely done. And Mr. Villager is saying he's off. He will try to get that nethery mangrove sapling. Good for you. Okay. Okay. See you soon. Bom dia. Have a good day. And let's come here. And I don't think she's going to have a problem here. And the only thing that I probably need to do is to make the fill block not be that. I think it's too late though. Let's see what she is. Let's see here. Because if I make it go away, yay, the film block, yay, it's stone, yay. Oh, that's right, because of the copper. Oh, God. Lilith. Oh my God, Lilith, you scared me half to death. Lilith got hurt doing that. She absolutely did. Let's bring this part away here and actually make it come down into a step in this area right here. Oh my gosh, she scared me. She scared me half to death. And look, see this part right here? So that means we'll have to bring it down even more. And you can't see what I'm doing. Lilith jumped off of this hill right here. So we don't need this to be here or this. If she jumps from here, she can get hurt, but it's not as bad as jumping from here, which is what she just did. So we'll have to bring this whole thing back in this corner here. Golly, man, I felt that. That's what it was like. It was like, whoa, she broke something. That's what it felt like she broke something. So now this part right here is here. Why is this empty? I don't know. It must be something having to do with the build. We didn't have anything above this one. We must have filled that in. We must have. And so when we can fill this in now and have her dig it all out again, I think I'd like to do that. You don't know what I'm talking about. Let me come here. Let's put this right in this corner right here. Oh, it has to be there. Okay, and let's put in, let me hold this in my left hand for a second, and let's get some stone and fill this part in on top here. I just don't like this area being here, especially don't like that it's empty, because in a survival world, I still have that survival thing. I think we all do. If we've played Minecraft for any length of time, we get that survival thing that you can't do that. Monsters will fall in. Monsters will be there. And it's like, you are correct, sir. Monsters will come. And even though we have treaties that make that not true here, old habits die hard. And it's kind of a good thing. It's to keep in mind that it is treaties that are making this safe, and so that everyone understands. And there we have that. I'm going to put this here for this. So this is what's keeping, there's a piece of stone there that's in that entrance. And then when she is done, we can actually make it a pretty entrance at some point. Brittany's asleep, so we won't bother her right now. It's 11 o'clock at night, and it's pouring down rain. So let's get this, put this back here. Let's come to here and put these things away for right now. We're going to take this and run down to the supply camp balloon, where we can get to by taking this road and then just coming off the road right here and coming down into the field. And that's so interesting too. You don't even realize that you're on edge or your nerves are bad until something like that happens. And you go, oh my gosh, whoa. And it is morning, and we are in my favorite place to sleep, now that everyone is pretty much up at the tavern or in their own houses. Most are in their houses. We have 3 people still. I'm still trying to figure out where to put this house. Brittany is going to work on this piece, and I'm hoping that she's going to come this way to work on this piece. And see how this is right here, this piece? Let's bring these pieces around in this area here and have this be a step down right here. So see how this is here? I'm taking these back and having it be here like this. So that, oops, I almost stepped off of that. So that we have, oh, nope. Right there and right here. So all of this is the top of this. So then they just go down to here. And right now Let's put a lantern here, and then we don't need a lantern on the top part. Do we want to bring this down? Just that one maybe. And everyone else is okay. And if they cross over, they can cross over that way. I'm trying to really make it that that's the easiest way for her to go. I don't think she's going to think that she can go this way. And that's the thing that I want to be careful. I don't want her going this way to get to this. Simeon has picked the first tomatoes. Yay! And he is going to plant some more. He's planting more tomatoes, and he'd like to have a lot more tomatoes to plant, but right now he is in the process of getting enough tomatoes to plant. So do I want to take this piece down? Sure, why not? Yeah, she's gonna have to do it anyway. Let's move that out of the way. And let's see. So Simeon is going to be here while Brittany is working. So this is going to be interesting. And let's look at everybody. Everything is okay. Brittany is saying she's going to work on this. So let me see what she needs. What she's... there we go. So 10 composters. So we need a ton of composters. We need some more dirt. We need another field and some pieces like that. But she should be, at this point, she is one of the few who can actually use the tools. So let me see. Where is she? Where is she and what does she think she's working on? Let's come here. Let's come up here. Let's look. And it says the full field 1. So that means that she is somewhere maybe up here. Sure enough. And there she is. So she's on top, digging underneath. And she thinks that's funny. Okay, how many shovel? She's using a pickaxe. We need to make sure, oops, let me come this way. Let's make sure that we have a couple things for her in the house, because she's going to need them long before she needs the other. So let's look for iron. See how much iron we have left. We do have an axe, a pickaxe, a shovel, and we're going to get this right here. We're going to make her at least 3 of each. So here's the iron here. That's a stone shovel. We've got plenty of people who are still level 1. She's level 2. And so we can come here. Do we have any sticks? Nope. Sticks are gone. Yep. Let's go get the sticks and stones. So let's look here and look for sticks. And we have more than enough. Right here. There they are. Perfect. So we're just going to make 3 of everything. So we'll start with pickaxe and make 3 of these. 2, 3. Let's make 2 hoes just in case. And then let's make the axe. 1, 2, 3. And then of course shovel. 1, 2, 3. And now we have them all. And let's put all of these pieces right in here. And this oak slab is what I was using. So that is good. Hi. No one's asking for anything, is that what you're saying? Let's look and see why. There it is. See that 3 blinking there? That's why. I did see cobble. And let's look. We need oak slab for the mine, oak fence for the mine, ladder for the mine, tomatoes, composter, cobblestone, and Leandro needs stone, ones of those. So we've got stone. Do we have any sticks left? Yes. So let's make stone ones. We can come here and we'll make him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make shovels. 1, 2, 3. 3 shovels, and we'll put these back. Do we think he needs an axe? Possibly. He's not asking for one though. Let's come up here and see, and sure enough, there she goes. We've got enough oak to make all the things that need to be made here. So let's start with the oak slab. So let's get some oak. Okay. There they are. Here we are. Let's take these 2. Yeah, let's put this away. Let's put this away. Actually, here. I don't need you guys right now. Yeah, I should be doing that. Okay, oak slab. How many do we need? We need 52. Slab and fence and ladder. And we need composter, and so we need a fair amount of slab. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's take this and make these and this and make these. That should be enough slab for all the occasions. So we'll put these in here. Not all of them. We're going to use some right now. And I need 10 composters. So COMP, we need 10 of them. Let's make these. That'll make 8. So let's make those, and then I need some more slab. I don't think this is enough. Let's take this part and make these, and 9, 10. Okay, so there's that part. Let's see what else is on this list. Ladders and fence. So do we have any sticks left anywhere? We do not. So let's bring down these here so that we can make sticks. Now, if I was making these in Arnaaluk, we'd actually be saving wood. We'd actually be conserving, and it's something to think about. So, which is more cost effective, making them here with the wood that we have here, or having them shipped to us from Arnaaluk? I'm not really sure. I think that washes itself out. So because of that, I'm not so concerned about using the extra wood, because we would be using energy in order to get the wood here. And that's something we'd have to think about. So let's come here. We're going to make fence. And we've got 48 that time. Let's bring this down so that we can make this. And let's continue. Do we know how much we actually need? Why don't we go ahead and make 16? That's going to be enough. That should be enough for both of them. We'll see. And then the other thing that we need is ladder. So let's go to ladder. And let's make some. And here we've got this. And that's going to give us that amount. That's not a lot. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Look how much we've used. So let's put the ladder there. Let's come here and have some more sticks. And let's make the ladder pattern. There it is. And then we can just fill it in with this. And that gives us that amount of ladder. And oops. Yeah, let's do the ladder pattern first. There we go. And fill it with this. And that gives us this. So we're going to have a lot of ladder requests from Aaron because he's building mines. So we can start with that amount. That should take care of everyone. So we still need, we'll cancel that, cancel that. We still need this. And is that cobblestone sitting there? It sure is. Why don't we take this cobblestone here? How many do we need? I do that all the time. 8. So I don't need a whole lot, so I'm not going to make a ton. We'll just make the 12. And we'll put those in. So right now, that's all that's being asked for. And so we are done with that. Why don't we go ahead and go to Arnaaluk. Now we have some things that we're taking back. We can look for some minerals and see if there's more. What we're looking for is coal and iron. So let's sort first. Let's sort the warehouse and then let's look for coal. 92, but it's already processed. Iron. There's 1 iron ore. And so that's something we can take back to be processed. So we'll take this piece of iron ore. Ooh, we got some copper too. Yay! Let's see if we have any lapis or anything like that. I don't think so. That's processed. Redstone. And that's processed. So all of that is from our Arnaaluk already. I just realized something, that we can have the university before we leave. Let's have the university research 3 iron blocks. 3 iron blocks is something to get us probably a barracks, because somewhere underneath here we're going to have to put a barracks as well. We have to have a barracks in order to have an archery, and we want to have an archery. So that's why we're going to have a barracks. We not only have to have a barracks, I think we have to have a level 3 barracks in order to have an archery. So we have some choices for a small barracks. I'll figure it out. We don't have to have the towers or any of that, but I do have to have one. Where is my lantern? Here it is. However, nobody's here right now. Let's pull a Superman. Let's pull a Superman, and hopefully none of the Druids will come in while I do this. Let's change into a player. Survivalist. Now I have hearts. And so we're just going to leave. We're going to walk over to the university go up in the university, see what we can do there. Yeah, this right here, since I can come out right here and go directly to this area, I think I might want to do that. I'd like to bring the road around to go this way and then have people walk through here. Wouldn't that be lovely? And find themselves in the farmer's market. I'm definitely going to do that. And so now we're looking for one of the trees. I think it's this one. There's a tree here, but I may be over too far. Maybe it's this one. No, I'm looking for a tree that's underneath. There it is. It's this tree right here. We're looking for an elevator. So now we've got an elevator up. Now when they work on the university, all of this is going to go away, and we'll have to stay on top of it to make sure that people can get down and get to a restaurant. But for right now, we're coming up here to, while everyone's asleep, to look in the book. So I don't think we need this. It's not too dark. That's kind of dark. Let's make it just a little tiny bit brighter. We'll put that there. Let's look at combat. And sure enough, it's an iron, 3 iron blocks, which we have, which unlocks the barracks. So Ezra and Parnell are going to work on this. Parnell is the librarian. She's actually helping Ezra with her studies. Ezra is completing her education. She's going to have to go up and join the library at some point so that she can get her grades. But right now, we're going to have her do that. So right now, we have one other thing that we want to get to, and that is down here. Oh no, we're done here. We could do the bones and unlock a graveyard, but it requires a town hall level 2 anyway. So we're not at that point. We don't need a school. We're not going to have any kids. First aid. This is their happiness, actually, right here. And we've done that one already. And Keen is unlocking the library, which is an absolute that we need the library unlocked. And then I think that we're going to be good. Let's go to, with the combat, she's going to do that one. The only other one that we need, let me pull this out, is paranormics. We started already, improved leather. Paranormics is a part of taunt. And so we're going to get these 3 things from Arnaaluk. I will have to ask for Tana to ask the skeletons for flesh so that there is an agreement that we are using the flesh for research, that we're not using it for anything else. And they seem to be okay with research. It's like if you donated your body for science. They're okay with that. They're not okay with some other things, but they are okay with that. And that will give us paranormics, and we'll be good. That'll be good. And then leather is about uniforms, about armor. So the technology ones, I don't think we need a stonemason here, and I don't think we're going to have one. See, it goes off to the smeltery. We don't need either of those here. However, we do need a sawmill because we have to use, I think it's a sawmill, although it's not coming up. Oh, that's interesting. There's a sifter, which requires a fisher's hut. Yeah, I don't know. What I'm looking for is this. Is a Fletcher, and it's coming right off of the sawmill. So all we need is the Fletcher. And we'll be good. And thank you, Minecolonies. And right off of the Fletcher is Hot Boots at level 3, a university level 3. So without this, your miner is in danger from lava. Once you have this, they're pretty impervious to lava. And so that's what we want. I don't necessarily want a smeltery. We're not going to have a glass blower, although it does seem like something that would be in a farmer's market, doesn't it? Or would it be too dangerous? I think it would be. I think we're going to say no to that. And yeah, I still haven't figured this out yet. The blacksmith, I don't know now that we necessarily need to have one, whether we're going to have one. We could for arrows. We could for arrows have a blacksmith. And ooh, we might want a mechanic. So in that respect, yeah. So to get the mechanic, we need a blacksmith, and that will work. Okay. And then down here, this is what we need. So we're building a second farm, then we're going to build a third farm, and that'll give us the level 3 farm that we need for the composter. So that is what we're working on. And the reason that we need a composter is because we need flowers, a flower shop, and we need a dye shop. So those are the things we absolutely want to have. That's Deleza. And this morning it was Deleza, and this afternoon it's Deleza. So if I was her, I'd be mad at me. Let me, there's one way to solve this. Vincentius, I don't have Mr. Villager and I don't have Jelly Bean, but I need to solve this problem. The name is spelled, you might have to write it down, or put it, type it in. It's spelled Daleyza.
Just a second.
Daleyza.
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 D-A-L-E-Y-Z-A.
Daleyza. So Daleyza. I'll go with Daleyza. That makes more sense than anything I've been saying.
It could be Deleza. Actually, now that
There is not enough room for my family to live here.
Mm-hmm.
I would be more inclined to pronounce it Deleza.
I know, and Deleza is what I was doing this morning, but every time I look at it, I want to go Deleza. And I don't think it is, but Daleyza, I kind, huh? You don't like Daleyza? So it's Deleza.
Deleza works.
Deleza.
Or Deleza.
Deleza.
Elisa?
Yeah.
That's not how I would pronounce that. I would
No.
pronounce it
Eliza. Or Alisa.
Elisa. Is
Elisa.
how I would pronounce it. And she pronounces it Elisa.
Elisa, yeah.
So this could be, it's Deleza. It's like, no, I pronounce it Deleza.
Deleza. Let's do Deleza. Daleza.
And the only reason that I would say Deleza is because of
The Y. Lay.
because of the L-E-Y, ley line,
L-
like ley lines.
Like Layla, yeah.
No,
and-
Layla is L-A-Y.
Oh, Leela, like Lilu?
No.
None of those are it.
Deleza because Ley is ley like ley lines, like the lines of energy that cross.
Oh, they're spelled Ley?
Yeah, ley lines are Ley.
She's a druid. She's from Druid stock.
I would say Deleza.
Yeah. Because it's L EY. So Deleza. DALE.
And if you slip up,
Deleza. She'll remind me. Okay, Deleza is what we're going to say, right?
Deleza.
Deleza, Lay. See? Deleza.
Laser.
Laser. Deleza. All right, so yeah, let's do Deleza. And what am I here for? Oh, power. So yeah, we want to have a flower shop. We want to have a dye shop. And we are probably going to have a blacksmith in that area. And we're probably going to put the cookery in that market, in that farmer's market. We're going to put all of those in that farmer's market, the original farmer's market. And so that's what we're looking at. However, right now, we're going to go down and get on the balloon, and we're going to go back to Arnaaluk. Now, when we left Arnaaluk, they were getting ready to, they were preparing. Let me get, where is it? Did I just put it up there? I sure did. I put my light, oh, I have one, thank goodness. Let me put these things away right here. This is mine. I'm putting these up because those belong to them. I know what we need. All of this can go back to them. Yeah. And they actually need some of, what do you call that? Moss block. And so that's why we're taking moss block back. And we can't do anything with, we can't process minerals. So that's why all the minerals are going back. So we have this stuff going here, and then here. Let's bring all this down. Well, not all of it. This is theirs. I'm going to leave the flowers here for them. We'll see about it later. And all the rest of this is going to them. So we'll put this in here. And so there's what we're taking back. And so now we close this up and we come here and look at the sunset. Isn't that gorgeous? That is just so pretty. It is so pretty. So take a picture, and then we'll look at the directions here. We'll look here, and we'll go to Arnaaluk. And that is a quick ride. Wow. The driver got out really quickly. The sun is still going down. How long would it take in actuality? That's a good idea. That's a good question, isn't it? How long would it take? Because we're here, we're coming from all the way over here. And judging from the orientation, we're coming from here. So that's not bad. Look, we have a straight line across, all the way across, and then we sort of turn to land right here. This is where we are. So that's practically a straight line. How did we do that? Isn't that funny when things turn out like that so amazingly? Look how practically that's a straight line across. It comes over from there, so there we are. That's the balloon right there from the other side. Wow. So let's get our luggage. So we're gonna unload all of this, and this is needed. Yeah, we can leave that open. We'll probably take stuff back, and then we can come down, and here we are. So let's come here. I'm not gonna take the taxi, the submarine taxi. We're actually just gonna walk. I'd like to see the place. So we're walking through the Trees Hotel. This is the Trees Hotel, which has the travel center attached. We're walking past some makers, one of the builders, Lionel Spencer, who is one of the stone masons, Juan here, who's one of the glass blowers, concrete mixers. And then this is the main warehouse. So this is the main warehouse. We don't have a lot on us, so we are actually going to put it all right here. We don't have a lot of stuff. And let's take and sort the warehouse, and all of that gets put away. Let's look for the things we need first. We need bone, and we need bone meal. So we need bone, we need 8, and then we need 64 bone meal, and we don't have that. So we might have to request bone meal. Who makes bone meal? Let's look here and see. Let's see how we get bone meal. It's a mechanic. A mechanic can get 3. Ooh, that's good numbers. So we'll get Mildred to make us some bone meal. I looked for the bone and then I didn't go find it. So let's do that again. Let's go bone. Did we sort? Yes, bone. And let's go. So we're looking for the indicator. Looking for the indicator, and I don't see one down here. It's probably going to be red or yellow because of the amount. And it's yellow. And there we are. I only need 8. But I'm going to take it all, because I'm going to give the rest to Mildred in order to make us the rest of the bone meal that we need. Do we need any beds? I don't see us needing these. Do we need any cocoa? Not right now. The next thing we need is flesh and a spider eye. So we might have some flesh here from the fishers. We are supposed to check from time to time to make sure they're holding it in a safe place. And now, because of the menus, the restaurants are not allowed to serve flesh, and they actually don't. And we have enough. We only need 8, but I'm going to take it all so we can return the rest of it to the skeletons. It's really interesting the effect it has on the skeletons when we return flesh, with the remains of their people to them. It really makes them kind of human. They're grateful, and it's really quite interesting. I don't see it anywhere. Nothing's coming on. So it probably was downstairs. Let's look just a little tiny bit more. I still don't see it. So it either was downstairs or I didn't touch the button. Oh, there it is. I can see it. It was right here, which is why I didn't see it. Oh, I thought I just got a... Did you see that yellow? Where did it belong? Oh, that's odd. Okay, so let's try that again. Is it in the ship? No, there it is. There it is. I didn't go down far enough. Or I came here and I didn't see it, which is what happened. We're going to take the whole amount. And then the other thing we need is spider eye. And we're going to have to get, we might be able to get a witch to give us a spider eye. That's the thing that we're going to have to ask for. I don't think we have an... What? Look at that. That's a specific number. That's a specific number. Wow. So yeah, we actually have some spider eye. And where would it be? It definitely would need refrigeration. So I imagine it's upstairs where the refrigerators are. I don't see it on the ship. Because, yeah, we have to get a witch to prepare it for us. I'd have to look and see. Do you just get spider eye, or doesn't it have to be prepared? It does, doesn't it? Uh-oh. It's going to be like this. It's a teeny amount, and so it's going to be a little difficult to find. There it is. Yay. And it's right here. So we have these things that we need to take with us. And then we're going to get Mildred. We're actually going to get Mildred to make it, to make us some more. Where am I getting water from again? I think the fisher is finding it. We could sell it off, and that would help. Let's look at something for a minute. Let's come here and let's put these here. We're taking those, and we're taking a portion of these. We can put this here, and this, and these right here. That works. Let's see how many of these we can take out and put on a ship. Let's see how much of this bottled water there is. So there is 9 and 7, so there's 16 bottles of water. For some bottled water, the small bottles of water will actually, it's actually life-saving. They're easy to carry, and a person can carry one. An army, they can give these bottles of water to, so that's one of the things that happens. We're going to hold on to these. I'm going to put them here. So let's put one here.
I'm working on forming a union.
I think 16 is the full amount that you can have in a set. So we'll put that there. And then we'll go to the other warehouse and get the other bottles of water as well. So what else do we need? We got the moss already. We have iron. So we have these. And we brought back the moss. We need 64 bone meal. And so that means that we might be on our way to the other warehouse. Let me see if we can look at what they need in Arnaaluk, in Pitti, just for a moment. Let's come here. And then I know one of the things I'm going to look for is light blue dye. But let's come here and look at this. Composters, we made some. She doesn't have them yet, but we did make them. Dandelions, we should have enough. We brought over 64 the last time. I need to make a field probably. And yeah. And oak stuff. We could have them make us some racks. Do we need another stack of cobblestone? It says that there's plenty, and they're digging underground, so we don't need any. Torches means coal, and let's hope they find some soon, because we don't have a lot of coal. That's what she needs. Dark oak, we could. Why don't we bring a stack of dark oak back? And here, the oak planks, I forgot about them. Okay, yeah. So let's get a stack of oak, a stack of dark oak. Why can we take this? Because this. See that? 3,600. We might want to grow some oak. That's a small amount. So we might actually grow some. Are they downstairs or up? That size, that amount is going to be green, as green as it can be, and pretty easy to find. And sure enough, there is the bright green of this. So let's do just a line of oak. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll do a line of oak. A line of spruce and a line of dark, and I think that's good. Why don't we do it like that? So that was a line of oak. Let's do a line of spruce. And ooh, look at the spruce. Okay. A line of spruce is going to bring us down, so we're going to have to make sure that we can actually get that back up. We'll have to make sure that they're planting spruce and that it's growing to get those numbers back up. And let's see what we've got here. Here it is. Hello. And oops. I'm looking at what I've got. Hello. And there's a line of spruce. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See? That's all that's left for them. But that'll be fine. Let's do this here and this here. Let's just leave that there and get all the spruce. And there we are, and then gets all the oak, and that's how much that is. And I'm gonna sneeze. That would have been too loud in your ear. Okay, and then the question is, do we need jungle or do we need dark oak? That was spruce. We absolutely need dark oak. So we're going to do dark oak next. Dark oak. And there's an amount. And it looks like that is also upstairs. And there's green down here. So those are the indicators that we have more than enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we have any jungle? Here's a full jungle here, a full acacia. Let's do 1 warped and 1 crimson. And I think we're good. We don't have any mangrove. Let's do 1 mangrove. And so we have warped crimson and mangrove, and we're good to go. Now, if we really need something, we can have the sawmills here actually make it for us. There's more than enough left to do that. So let's put the dark oak here and these right here. This will mean that we have a pretty decent amount in the warehouses, and that is a good thing. So let's put the jungle there also. Okay, and that's what we've got. We've got a little bit of each. So what we needed was 9 emeralds, 66 baked potatoes, 33 gold, and 10 tomatoes. So let's come and look for those things. Do we have 9 emeralds? We gave Mr. Villager a ton of emeralds recently, with the hopes that we would get them back. And we have. Yay! So we only need 9. And they're right up front here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 emeralds. We need 66 baked potatoes. So let's come here and look for baked potatoes. I don't think we have any left. Nope. So we just need potatoes, tots, and we have more than enough. And oh, how wonderful. They're right here. Excellent. So we just need 66 of those. So we have 64, 65, 66. So we're going to cook those potatoes and give them back. We can go to the cookery and put them in, or one of the restaurants and put them in, because no one's eating any in the restaurants. So we can use one of the restaurant that has several ovens, and we'll cook them all really quickly.
I've got a nice
so
view
that
from
they
here.
can go back the way they're supposed to. Then we need 33 gold. And so let's come here. And we've got a decent amount. And I'm looking for the indicator. We've got enough to have a green indicator. And so they're not down here. They're up here. And sure enough, right here. So how much do we need? 33. So half is that, and an extra is that. They still need to make tools and stuff, so we won't take any of that. Do we want the processed copper? What do we need it for? I don't know yet. So I would say no right now until we actually need some. And finally, 10 tomatoes. And can we find tomatoes? This will be interesting. I think we're going to have to grow the tomatoes that we're giving back. Let's come here. So into this chest right here, we'll put these guys. And then when we have the potatoes done, we'll put them in. And the tomatoes, do I think there are any here? I don't think so. I'll be really surprised if there are any still left in this warehouse. TOMAT. What? 50? Whoa. We have 50 tomatoes still left here. I don't see how we can. We're supposed to be making food, pizzas especially. And that would use up all the tomatoes. It absolutely would. So 10. Here's 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And isn't that interesting? We can't grow cabbage there. We can't grow squash. We can't grow rice. We can't grow soybeans. We can't grow chickpeas. We don't need to grow durum. We need to grow peppers, tomatoes, and corn. Those 3 especially. And so, speaking of peppers, tomatoes, are there any peppers here? Why don't we get some peppers and corn so that when the farmers are ready to grow them, we'll have some to give them. So let's see here, PEPP, sure enough. And we've got a lot. Wow. I don't know. That makes it seem like they're not doing, oh, and of course they're not, because what's her name, Paloma, is still working out of a level 2 restaurant, a cookery. And I don't know, you know, it almost seems like proof that that's what that means, that whichever is the lowest cookery is the one that everyone's working at. And it absolutely seems that way. Do we want to take a full 64? That'll help with their field right away. And they have it. I don't like taking that much. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I like starting a field with less and having the field work up. Are we going to have bees? We have to. We have to have bees because of what we discovered, that the beer is a honey beer. And so we're going to have bees for that beer. But do we have to have the bees? I think Michaela would be fine supplying all of the honey that we need. Let me look for a second. What am I looking for? I'm looking for corn. And we only have cornflowers here. We might have some in the other house. So let's come here. We need these to go back to Pitti. Not this. This goes to Tana, those tomatoes. And these have to be cooked. And then they can go. So we're now ready to go to the other warehouse and look and see what's going on. It's nighttime. I am not seeing, which is good. The reason you're not seeing a lot of Druids on maneuvers is because they're on holiday, essentially. We're supposed to have children. Do I still have time to? I have an hour. I could actually do children in an hour. I think everyone, I'll have to check and make sure that I only have one Druid who's working, and that's Mira. Let's come over here and look. They were making some things for us, and they haven't made them yet. They were waiting for sticks. There's something going on there, and whatever it is also going on with the banner. Light blue banner. Let's have them make 2. Let's have them make 3. How many do you think is needed? Why am I guessing? Hold on for a second. Let's come to here. It's Ryan. There she is. Ryan actually is the one who needs 2 light blue banners, and we are going to request them from here. So let's cancel, and let's go light blue, blue, BANN, and there it is. And let's get 2 of them. Request, and there we go. So there is light blue dye that's going to be made. We've got cornflowers, and we have white dye, and we have wool, and the Fletcher is going to put it all together. So we will see how that works out. In the meantime, while we're waiting, the thing that we need to do, I don't think she has enough ovens here. Does she? Oh, she has a full set. Why don't we use hers? She's got, I don't want to use all of her. So we can do a portion there, and then we can do a portion here. So she'll still have wood left when we're done. Where's she keeping the wood? Is she keeping it here? Nope, she doesn't have any, but she does have food, and she's doing okay. All right, this is good. So that is what we're asking for Ryan. So now that we're here, one of the things we wanted to look for was corn. And we have some here. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what's going on. Why it seems like we have more food than we should have, considering that earlier today on Twitch we were having trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not going to make tea. Peppers. See all this food here? Why is it here? Let's take coal, and let's take iron, and let's take the leather for right now. Let's take a leather. We might need these bones. Bones. How many bones do we need? We only need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And so the rest of this is to make bone meal. And we're going to request bone meal. We're going to give her the materials. There's the bones, and then we're going to request bone meal. And we need 64, and we have, so far, we have 31, so we need 33 bone meal. So that's what we're going to request. There it is, 33. Request that. And there we go. Oh, it's going to the crusher? Interesting. Okay. So the crusher is going to make bone meal, not her. So I'm going to take this away. From here, we'll take it to the crusher directly. And that'll give us our bone meal. And I'm just looking. So we did do a lot of sales this morning. I was explaining that our fishers, Onyx and Thomas found a special and engraved, especially engraved rod, and they put up a notification, and the fisherman was so grateful to get it back that he gave us a chest of salmon. And so that's how we got the salmon. We got some cheddar from actually selling a full set, a full 27 sets of plate armor, allowed us to get cheddar, to get a chest of iron, a chest of cheddar, and a chest of coal, and that was including 2 saddles and 3 name tags. We actually sold 3 name tags. Those are all things that are prized and expensive, and so we were able to do that. We haven't done anything with the bows here in a while. I don't think I'm going to. It is now an hour. If I'm going to do kids, I'm going to do them now. And if I'm going to do kids, let me put this stuff here. We're taking these things back right here. So we'll put all of this here. Am I going to actually do them on creative? In other words, as a mermaid, or am I going to do them here? Steffi, what's the matter? What are you out of?
Good day to you.
You don't have any space. So, well, so something's good is going on here if you're out of space completely. She has too much rice, so we'll take 2 of these. She has rice balls. She has too many pies, so we'll take 2 away. And she has way too many empty bowls, the congee and everything, and she has too much tea. We could actually take away one of these teas. Let's put this tea here, the cake here, the cooked rice. Let's take this one away, and all of these can go back to the warehouse.
I'm waiting.
There are plenty of refrigerators in the warehouse for the food to be put away. And let's begin. This is going to be interesting. It's been so long since we've done it. It feels really strange, but we are going to have some kids. So I'm going to get a place where I can put all the new names for the kids. And I've got skill sets. And then I've got Arnaaluk people. And so this is where we're going to add the next group of 6 kids. So we can get, what is her name? Ariana. Yes, Ariana, who was a Druid, but who loves teaching. And she took over from Dexter, the first Dexter. We have 2 Dexters, who did not like teaching at all. And even though he has the ability, he did not like it. And so, yeah. So Dexter is now a dairy farmer and enjoying that very much. That's his second change after being a teacher, I think. I think he was doing some research work or maybe doing some exploring, but he prefers working with animals. And yeah, so that's what he's been doing. So we just walked through the corridor that leads to the dorms, the university housing, and now university corridor, and we're coming out here in the town hall, and we are about to have some kids. We're not going to have them in the daytime. We're going to wait for night, So let's see if we're going to rescue anyone. I don't see. You'll see some people sitting around. Those are our druids who are off, and a lot of them are just enjoying having time off. This is Kari. He's one of the druids, and he is having a fine day. Let's see if there are others around. Haley. We have Hallie. We have Hannah. We don't have a Haley. She wants 50 gold. I don't know about. Whoa, look at these numbers. But the mana and the focus is low, and everyone's going to want her for other things. She's not going to be chosen to be a druid or a fighter. She might be chosen to be a fighter. We're not going to rescue her.
It's a good day with you around.
Hi, Jackson. Are you having a good time? Jackson is having a good time with Haley. And there is Ronan. And some of these people are our people, so that's why, but Ronan is not. Let's come around the corner and go to the bar and see what we can find. And there is Ismail, who is related to the Cods. And we do have Cods. There's a Cox. We also have Coxes. Brianna here. And Janelle. Brianna is a Gavel. Do I have some Gavels? I don't know. She just wants potatoes. Mana, she has a focus of 20, which is pretty amazing. So she would in fact be chosen as a druid. Let's look at Janelle. Ito. Interesting. We haven't had any Itos since Rosa Oru. And focus is 2. Mana is 4. She is not, she's just visiting. She's not asking for asylum. And so we don't have anyone. This is what we wanted to check. The day is almost over. It's almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We know where our school and there are people living here. Michael and Beatrix are here. This is their permanent home. Michael is dean of the university and one of the first 4. Khalil is here. Khalil is in the restaurant. This is the closest place that he can live, and he's been here. He's like in the first 10 people that we have. And over here, no one is here because this is children's housing right here. And over here is Eli, who is the curator of the university. And so those are the people who are actually living in houses in this area. Now, if we need an extra house, Eli would move into the dorms for the time being. And the houses are only until the kids grow up. And that's how we do it. This is how we do it. So there are 2 houses here. And if we get all orphans, then they're all raised together. 3 kids to a set of parents. If we get actual kids that belong to families, that's when it gets tricky. And people are going home. So this is good. It is nighttime. And let us begin. Sunset is going to give us a good amount of time. We usually start much later at night. So this will give us a good amount of time to get the kids situated. Are we ready? Turn on citizens, and here we go. So the first person to be born is what we're looking for. A collared. Wow, there hasn't been a collared in ages. Travis Cortez. And there's our first one. AVIS. B. Oops. That's not right. Hold on a second. TR. There we go. That's correct. AVIS. B. Cortez. RTEZ. Oh, we've got a bad B. 1, 2. Adeline. ADELYNN. C. Bad B. Do we have any bad B's? We'll find out. 2, 3. Everyone's tucked in. And there's our first two kids. And there's Whitley. WHITLLEY. Whitley. Brother and sister, maybe? BADBY. Can't assume they could be cousins from the same family, but it's more than likely that they're siblings. And there is a Hall. That is June. William M.B. Hall. We'll see if it's June's kid or if it's Jackson's kid, because Jackson is June's son and would have that name as well. And we've got 4. Oh, 2. Whoa. June is either a grandmother or she is going to be able to live with her children this time. We have one more person who's going to be, so we're going to have our hand on the button here for the last kid to be, and it is Solomon. 3 kids with the last name Hall. Wow. Let's come up here. Solomon, Dante, and William. So SOLOMON, B, and they all have B, ALL as their middle name. That is going to be so fun. All right, so first of all, let's come here. Most of them are probably in the tavern. What I would like to do is 2 things right away. We're going to get them in a house to begin with. We're going to put them in housing. So we can put the 3 kids together who have the same name. And then we're also going to get them enrolled in school tonight so that they don't be running all over like kids do. So here, Ariana, the teacher is Ariana, and she is down here. These are all the Druids who are on leave in hopes of having some kids. And where is Ariana? There she is. Ariana Cutter. Right there is the teacher. And now these are all her kids. William, Solomon, Dante, Whitley, Travis, and I think that is, wait, did I just do that thing where I was just rehiring and hiring the same person? Okay, there they are. Let's get the kids, the Hall kids, in one of these houses. And which one am I going to give them? Let's come here and look up here. Yes, we'll give them this house. So let's come down here. So the kids are going to be here. So who we need are the children. It's going to take us a little to find them. They should all be together once I do find them. But that's not what's happening. Let's do that again. There's Ariana. There is... I don't have... Are they at the bottom? They are. Okay. Assigned. Wait, what's this? What is this here? It says they're unemployed. Oh wait, yes. But why could these three? They just got here. Is it saying that they're not kids? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Let's look here. No, let's look here. Let's look here. Let's look at the pupils. No, they're there. What is this? This is new that it's not saying pupil. Higher, 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 higher. Did I do it wrong? I did it wrong. Oh, that scared me. That scared me so badly. It's like, what is happening here? So William, Dante, and Solomon are living here with some parent. And we'll find out who that is in a little bit. And over here, we're going to put the other three kids who are Travis, Adeline, and Whitley are here. The two Bad Bee kids. Now Travis might be raised with them so that he's not raised alone unless he has family. And so that's what we'll find out right now. So we're going to look. This is one of the apartment building, one of the houses for the kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's not enough chairs around this table, and there isn't anything I can do about it right at this moment. So let me come here for a second. Let's go to the school because it's going to be morning soon, and we can be upstairs or we can be here when the kids start coming to school from wherever they are. And while we're waiting, we're going to see if we can find relatives. And so we're looking for, we looked at Hall because we looked at June and Jackson earlier, because I was trying to see whether June should even be off duty because she's had kids. Jessie, if she was still a druid, she would have continued to work. And Mira, she's had several kids, so that's why she's continuing to work. Let's look at Cortez, Travis. Cortez, let's look for the Cortez name. 4. Nicholas. Oh my gosh. Cindy, who is Nicholas's cousin who we rescued. She's a Cortez. Ooh. There is family here. So that means that it's either Nicholas or Cindy who is the parent. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So we'll look for that. So it's going to be Nicholas or Cindy, Claus or Cindy. Here comes one of the kids now. And let's come over here. Let's see, it's one of the girls. Oh, and it's Adeline. And Adeline belongs. Oh, they are together. There it is, Cindy. Ooh, it's Cindy and Eli. Oh my goodness, this is excellent. Cindy and Eli. Cindy is researching, and Eli is the curator of the university Museum of Natural History. And they actually, Eli has a house but we're going to give him the house over here. We're going to give them this house right here. And let's look. No one lives here. And this is going to be their permanent house. Eli and Cindy. And then Travis and the two bad bees. Wow. And there's all three of them. All five of them living here. So let me look at the beds. Upstairs, they should be correct. Yeah. Oh, there's a pet bat. And look, they've got studies. And here's the bunk beds. We'll make sure, we'll see if they'll use them. That's one of the things. We might have to trade out the beds if they don't use them. And they are now here. Oh, that is wonderful. I'm so happy with that. And that means now that we're going to look at the other kids. So Nicholas, the submarine tech, who is related to Cindy, these are not his kids. These are Cindy, his cousin, and Eli. And that's the first set. And let's see which hall it is. Are these June's kids or are these yeah, we need to go this way. Are these June's kids or are these Jackson's kids? This is going to be it, people. Let me see whose kids these are. And here they are. And we've got a kid here. And this is one of the halls. And it is June and Elaine. Wow. Now this is what we said. I think, remember we were saying that it was a possibility that she thought her partnership wasn't going to be accepted. And that's why she didn't accept Jackson. But that's only two of the kids. Dante is not her kid. Dante is not her kid. This is June and Elaine. And we're going to separate Dante from them. And then we'll come back and see if we can find out, does that mean that Dante is Jackson's kid? This is so fascinating. So let's bring June and Elaine here. Let's see which room it is. Not here. So we'll get right here. Sure. So we'll have Dante not be here. And then upstairs, we're going to put June and Elaine in the housing up here. So in the master bedroom here, let's have June and Elaine, and they are down here. So June gets to raise her own kids this time. This is wonderful, and Elaine is going to help her. And this is so cool. So let's find, oops, let's do that again. Let's manage and let's go to the bottom and let's find June. And there she is. So the two of them are going to our partnership now. This is going to be interesting because they're both Druids. So they're not going to go back to work until after, and then we'll have to provide a home for them for the times that they are on holiday. We'll have to have a special home for them, probably in the spirits. Let's find out who Dante's parents are, because Dante is not June's kid. Jackson is their older brother, Solomon and William's older brother, but Dante, with the same name, doesn't belong to them. And I'm going to have a hard time separating them. There's William. I don't think I'm going to be able to separate them. There's Adeline. Where's everybody else? Nope, I'm still getting William. And I'm still getting William. And I'm still getting William. So I'm gonna have to wait. I think someone's grown up. See, there's 2 kids there. So there's only 5 kids here. Unless there's 3 kids here. Oh! That was Ariana. Aha! There we go. And this is William here. There's Dante. There you are. Oh, it says. Okay, so it is, Dante is one of the kids. Dante is one of the kids, and Jackson is their older brother. I was thinking that was weird, but oh, June wanted to have kids. See, that's why I did that, because she wanted to have kids. So we're going to put them here, and June and Elaine are going to raise them, and Jackson can come visit his baby brothers. His little brothers that he's got, which is pretty cool. And Ariana, that was easy. That was wonderful. Oh, I'm very happy with that. I absolutely am. And it just makes it so nice. We probably have been waiting too late at night to start, and that's been making it a little bit stressful. We're not going to do that anymore because that was nice. And we get to actually see the kids grow up and have fun. And when the kids, so since we're here, Adeline is here. Some of the kids are still here. It's 4 o'clock now in the afternoon, and Ariana is still having class. Let's go over here. Is anyone here? No one's here. I'm gonna quickly, before someone comes and sees me, I'm gonna change into a mermaid where no one can see me. Here we go. Okay, so this house, the upstairs is, this house is pretty done. These are the bedrooms here for the kids. This set of bedrooms right here. And then over here, more bedrooms for the kids. And then, because of the way these houses are arranged, one of the kids usually ends up sleeping in with the parents. And so, which is kind of cute and fun. So there's June and Elaine. Elaine is a mine, and that's interesting. So she spent all that time in the mines, and she's decided that she wants to have a family. So we can send someone else down, but I think I'd just rather Rome was on holiday for a little bit. He's paused. He's not really on holiday. He's actually just doing some paperwork and things like that. Now, both of these, we haven't done any living rooms yet. We have dining, and now we can do something about this. We have it that the kids more than likely are sitting at the table together. 1, 2, 3. The parents can be here. We don't have any stools yet. I'm going to use the shorter stools. And the colors that are in here, we could use gray with the jungle. See what this looks like if we use gray and jungle right here. And I like that. I actually like those colors with those chairs. Are they jungle? No, they're spruce, but look at how that looks like they're from the same family. And I like that. And then upstairs here, I think we have the bedrooms done. We just don't have a living room space done up here. So up here is Franklin. Franklin, you're not supposed to be here. Oh, I forgot Franklin was here. Oh, wait. Franklin is here. We have to hurry and get the kids into the right house. Hold on. We've messed up. Let's come down here. There shouldn't be anyone here. There isn't. Okay. We don't have to worry about this house right now. We can put a living room over here, and this is what I was afraid of. Okay, so we've got 2 of the kids down here. That means the paladin beds, more than likely, they're not using. These are, no, these are handcrafted beds, and they should use these. They should use these. So what's their problem now that they're not using these beds? That's interesting. They've always used handcrafted beds. This is a handcrafted bed right here. I don't think anything's changed, but they are definitely not upstairs. Both of these are handcrafted beds. And the only kid who's upstairs is the one who... No kid is up here. Where are your kids? Why aren't they coming upstairs? What's wrong, guys? Why aren't you coming up? Can they not use these elevators? That would be interesting. But if they can't, then none of the kids would be in bed. Hold on. Let's look. If they can't use the elevators, but they use the elevators to go there. I'm not sure what's going on there, but we'll find out in a minute. And they're up here. So Cindy and Eli are up. The kids are in bed. How much do you want to bet the kids are in the bedroom? Sure enough. So all the kids are in... Where are their kids? Hold on. Where are your kids? Are your kids standing here too? Yes, they are. Recall everybody. And there they are. And they... Oh, well, that's interesting. So the 3 of them just went upstairs and went to bed. And the parents... Oh, that's curious. There goes one parent going up to bed. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it if they're going to bed at different times of the night. Let's come here where these kids are. And let's recall them. And there we are. And let's see if we can get them to go upstairs and go to bed. Did that work? You don't want to go up? What is keeping them from going up and going to bed? We can try to put in different beds. What is this? Let me see what kind of wood this is. Whose wood is this? Blue enchanted wood. Blue enchanted wood. is, oh, the biomes, isn't it? That's oh, the biomes would. Let's see what we have here. And this is oh, the biomes here. Let me pull the carpeting out. Let's come here for a second. What if they can't read that? Because I don't even have anyone in this bed. And what kind of carpet is this? This is stripped yellow wood. Ah, that would be an absolute pain. If there's something about the fact that because this is log or wood, that they're not recognizing the beds. It's more than likely that something's changed with handcrafted. I just lost a bed. This is my first attempt to see. And isn't this wild? So we had a lovely, really quick getting everybody to bed. Getting everybody sorted. So we were able to get everyone sorted really easily, only to have them not go to bed. So let me put this bed here. I know that bed's in the right place. Unless... Oh, now that would be curious. That would be curious. I'd have to check and see. One of these was this. Let me look here. Whoops. Let's look here and see. I've got this bed spread, which actually goes on the bed in here. So we can put, no! No! So we'll put that there. It's got a spawn point now. No spawn point. Okay. And let's come there. Let's see now without the carpet if it works. And if it doesn't work, there's one other thing. Someone's grown up. It's William. Let's recall. And they didn't go to bed. They didn't go to bed. And William is grown. What am I gonna do about that? Because no one will go to bed. Was having fun with his siblings, his smaller siblings. We're going to enroll William in the university. And then I'm going to look at Aquatica. So Mubian is working on a new Aquatica. And I wonder if... But that wouldn't make sense. Let's come here and let's get William enrolled in school. Right here. And we can have, there he is, William, right there. So it's going to be really interesting. We could have the parents teach, but I didn't want them to do anything. I just wanted them to be able to enjoy their kids because they're Druids. Eli and Cindy are researchers. They're going to stay in that house. So they're going to be okay. Now let me see what the house looks like here, because they have those kids now. Let me see what this house looks like upstairs. So there is a guest bedroom. Yeah, I think they'd prefer the other house. And so no one's living here right now. And we can have that. And now the kids are going to get food. And they might have a cold. They might actually not be feeling well. Ariana is going to get some food also. And we've got people all going over here. And how much do you want to bet she doesn't have anything? How much time do we have left?
Oh, Lord,
nope,
I'm so
they're
hungry.
Sick. Aw, look at this. They're sick. Ooh, are you going to the other hospital? He's like, no, I want to be in the ambulance. That's adorable. So she is taking care of the kids who have the flu. And down here, people are eating. They just don't all want what she has left. Because she has nothing.
It's cold and wet.
I know,
Catch
I
the
see
flu.
this. Is there any food up here? Just the flatbread. And let's look here and see what this is. So she's got plenty of flatbread that she was supposed to be serving with
That's some nasty weather right there.
kielbasa. No, what are they? Why am I guessing? She's serving with kebabs. Yes, it's raining. But everyone's getting fed. They're just unhappy about it. And so we'll just have to leave them for now. There goes Eli and Michael going back. There is Ariana getting fed in the morning before she starts school. Fabian, who's the librarian. There's one of the kids going back to school. And I think the kids up. And there's Solomon. And Solomon is hungry. Where are you going? Oh, no, he was still not feeling well. And so now he's
Good to see you.
Beatrix, what's the matter?
You are so wise.
Nothing's the matter? Okay. All right. I mean, I know there's no pizza, but that's what Franklin is supposed to be doing. What do you want? You want a trencher, and you have that, so you all got your food. And we've got people walking around. Raphael is a druid who's on leave. And now that we have the kids, we can start bringing the druids back. Except for June and Elaine. And Elaine is a mind druid with Rome. So that's, they're not coming back right away. Dylan didn't go home and be with his parents this time. Travis is grown. That's Travis right there. He's like, where's my brother? I want to go to school here too.
Cold and wet.
You do?
I hope I
Okay,
don't catch the
Travis.
flu.
Travis is here. And I don't see any of the others. So Travis and William, that was. What do we have here? William, yeah. Travis and William are the first to grow up. And so Kiara, there's Travis now in his uniform.
Is there a problem? So
What are
what
you
will it be
trying?
for you?
Oh yeah, you don't have to go out in the rain. We're underwater. And so there's everybody there, and there is Solomon. And Solomon's probably coming to visit his siblings.
I won't work during this terrible rain.
And his mom
Good to see you.
is still working. You know,
Right
Cindy,
away.
you should actually have time off. I'm going to give you time off for a little bit. If you were a druid, you would have had time off. So let's manage and let's have Cindy and Eli have some time off while their kids are growing up. I just saw someone else. Who's that? That's Raphael. And Cindy is getting a chance to see the museum, probably with one of the kids, so that's good. And this is a person who is visiting. And so we're gonna have rockets. We're gonna have rocket ships. Let's see how many. There's the first one. Go. Whoosh. Yeah. That sounds pretty cool. That was just one. We don't usually have just one. So that's interesting. It didn't go off in a pair. Let's get the druids back to work. So we're going to come down here and let's have Lee. Let's find Lee. She's part of the team, the submarine team, and she's here. And here is Dylan, Nicholas, and Fernando are here. And let's do them. So we can find Nicholas right here. Let's find Dylan and Fernando. Let's do that again. No. There we go. Nicholas is there. And there's Dylan. And there's Fernando. So these are our submarine team right here. And they'll start returning. And there's Lee coming back. Let's go over here. Over here is Skylar for sure. So let's go to Druids. And Skylar is 1. And River is 1. So this river is our second river. And Skylar and River are here.